it's important to recognize that shortly after World War II, Winston Churchill was voted out of office, or his party was voted out of office. He went on kind of a worldwide speaking tour because he was very concerned about the intentions, ambitions of Joseph Stalin. And the president of Westminster College was aware of that, wrote him a letter, asked him if he'd come to Westminster College, just kind of give a talk to the students, you know, just kind of maybe put Westminster on the map, give a little notoriety. Harry Truman, who was president then, found out about it and wrote a little note on the invitation that this was a school in his home state, and that if Winston would come, he would come with them and introduce him. And so that's how the whole thing came about. Once the media and journalism folks found out about it, it became kind of a big deal because they had this long train trip from Washington, D.C. to Jefferson City, a lot of followings, and Churchill used it as an opportunity to, he wrote what's called the Snooze Peace speech, and the journalists kind of interpreted that. They took a piece out of that, called it the Iron Curtain speech, as he was defining the barrier that was being imposed upon Europe along the west-eastern border there. So the kind of the most visible symbol of the Iron Curtain was the wall in Berlin. Built in 1961. It'll come down in 1989 as the Soviet Union is economically fracturing. It's unable to keep up the arms race, and the leader of the Soviet Union then, Mikhail Gorbachev, right, decides to enact some reforms, and it leads to kind of a spontaneous event, right, where Reagan's made this kind of speech before then to Gorbachev to tear down this wall, and there's a spontaneous event going on in Berlin, and the mayor, the leader of East Germany says the wall's not there to keep anybody out, and so the people that were protesting the wall told the guards, he says, this is not a barrier anymore, we should be allowed to come across. And I guess the guards called back to the administration there in Berlin, and they said, yeah, I'll let them through. So it was a very spontaneous event, as most of the media shows. When the wall, though, came down and the Warsaw Pact started breaking up, Churchill's granddaughter, Edwina Sands, went to the city of Berlin, who had basically taken all these chunks of the Berlin Wall to a kind of a graveyard somewhere. But in reality, they were selling them. So it was one of the first things the East Berliners did to embrace capitalism, was the selling of the Berlin Wall. She convinced the Berlin leaders, though, to donate this section of the wall to Westminster College to kind of complete the display museum of Winston, her grandfather, and the museum and everything. So what you're seeing is the largest contiguous piece of the Berlin Wall outside Berlin.